Hi everybody, it's Damon here from Fender Guitars at Red Dog Music in Edinburgh. Here today to run through some of the cool guitars that Fender have brought out in the last couple of years. Some stuff came out last year, like this fantastic Deluxe Roadhouse Strat, and some of the new stuff for 2014 as well. So the next guitar we're going to look at is one of my favourites in terms of playability, versatility, and just overall vibe, is the Deluxe Roadhouse. Now, we've completely changed this guitar. If you saw the old one, it's got a load of new features. It's all been updated, which just makes it great value for money and even cooler and more versatile. So we now have the big Funky Headstock with a transition logo, which looks super cool. Again, kind of a flatter fretboard, big frets. We have Texas Special pickups. So Texas Specials are a little bit hotter sounding, a bit more top end, a bit more mid-range, so we'll hit the amp harder and overdrive harder, as you will hear. But most importantly, we now have the V6 active technology in this guitar. If you look in the back, that's where your battery goes there. So very quickly, we have an S1 switch on the volume control here. You can see that, S1 switch, which turns the electronics on and off. The tone control has 6 positions from kind of thin and wiry traditional Fender Strat tones right through to 6, which is much fatter, almost a humbucking kind of tonality, and a master tone control. So what this means is you've got all your standard Strat sounds from 1 to 6, which we'll do some playing demos in a minute, but with the tone control engaged, we can go from nice and thin classic single coil sounds kind of through P90 territory, right the way through to kind of big fat humbucking tones. And because it's got Texas Specials as well, it's just that little bit more powerful to start with. So let's have a little listen. We'll go through it first very quickly, so you can just hear the Texas Specials. The S1 switch is in, which means that the active electronics aren't engaged. That of course isn't the bridge, that's the bridge and middle position together. This, however, is the bridge. Then, bridge and middle. Indeed, the spirit of the funk is strong with this one. Middle. Middle and neck. So all that clucky goodness that you would expect from a maple neck Strat. And finally, the neck pickup. Okay, which sounds great. It's got all the cut, it's got the warmth, everything you would expect. Now, let's go back to the bridge and we'll switch the active electronics on. Okay, so that's kind of normal. That's 3. As you can hear, the sound's got much wider, much broader, fatter. So, off. On. Okay, so it's a massive difference. Again, in the middle position. So you're almost going from traditional, wiry, kind of single coil Fender sounds, loads of presence, loads of top end, loads of definition, to again, something much thicker, much fatter. Okay, so let's try that with a little bit of drive now. if you do loads of gigs, as I do, as I'm sure lots of you guys do, and you find yourself playing everything from Brown Eyed Girl to Enter Sandman, and all points in between, you know, a guitar like this could be the one guitar that you take to a gig, because it's just a normal Strat, but also each position has 6 extra degrees of fatness and thickness. So let's tread on the drive pedal. First of all, okay, that is just the normal. Okay, that's just the Texas Special. All of a sudden, it kind of sounds like you've got a humbucker going on. So, we can go from pristine, classic, clean Fender Strat sounds for everything from funk, jazz, blues, right through to, if you want to go all the way through to kind of Slipknot territory, you can. This guitar will absolutely do everything. So each pickup can go from normal Fender Strat through 6 degrees of fatness, through like a P90 to a humbucker. So incredibly versatile, huge array of tones from one guitar. So this is the new Classic Series Roadhouse Strat. So if you happen to be in the area, in Edinburgh, or indeed now in London town, in the Clapham area, do pop into Red Dog Music, come and have a chat with the guys and try out one of the most versatile guitars on the market.